Franklin Delano Roosevelt, do solemnly swear that you will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States and will, to the best of your ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. So help you. everybody's property raises the scale of everybody's wages. One of the greatest favors that can be bestowed on the American people is economy in government.
This broadcast tonight marks the beginning of the mobilization of the whole nation for a great undertaking to provide security for those of our citizens and their families who, through no fault of their own, face unemployment and privation during the coming winter. As an important part of our plans for national unity of action in this emergency, I have created a great national organization under the leadership of Mr. Walter Gifford to cooperate with the governors, the state, the local agencies, and with the many national organizations of business, of labor, and of welfare, with the churches and our fraternal and patriotic society, so that the countless streams of human helpfulness which have been the mainstay of our country in all emergencies may be directed wisely and effectively.
It's a great day in my life, and it's a great day in the life of all of us to have had the privilege that we have today of meeting the President of the United States and Mrs. Reagan. I give you now
at the beginning of the fight, a fight for the preservation of American ideals, a fight to bring about unity in America, for the restoration of our domestic economy, and the building of a great defense so that no dictator may strike. I thank the convention. I thank all of the Americans.
I, Lyndon Baines Johnson, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. And I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation whatever. I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I am about to enter, so help me God. I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of which I am about to enter, so help me God.
Of our Republican Party have again given to me the highest honor you can bestow, your nomination for President of the United States. I thank you with all my heart for your friendship and your confidence. I am profoundly sensible of the responsibility that goes with this nomination. I pray God that I may deserve this opportunity to serve our country. In all humility, I accept the nomination.
Congress. The state of the vote for President of the United States, as delivered to the President of the Senate, is as follows. The whole number of electors appointed to vote for President of the United States is 537, of which a majority is 269. John F. Kennedy of the state of Massachusetts has received for President of the United States 303 votes. Richard N. Nixon of the state of California has received 219 votes. Mr. Speaker, since this is somewhat an unprecedented situation, I would like to ask permission to impose upon the time of the members of this Congress to make a statement which is somewhat unprecedented. This is the first time in 100 years that a candidate for the presidency announced the result of an election in which he was defeated and announced the victory of his opponent. I do not think that we could have a more striking and eloquent example of the stability of our constitutional system and of the proud tradition of the American people of developing and respecting and honoring institutions of self-government. To John F. Kennedy and Lyndon Johnson, who have been elected President and Vice President of the United States, to extend them those best wishes and to extend you those best wishes as all of you work in a cause that is bigger than any man's ambition, greater than any party. It is the cause of freedom, of justice, and peace for all mankind. And it is in that spirit that I now declare that John F. Kennedy has been elected President of the United States.
I have no bitterness, no rancor at all. I say to the President, as a fellow politician, that he did a wonderful job. He put together a vote total that's larger than has ever been gained in this country. Well, I've sent the President the following wire, which I think will be available for you if you don't have it now. To President Lyndon Johnson in Johnson City, Texas. Congratulations on your victory. I will help you in any way that I can toward achieving a growing and better America and a secure and dignified peace. The role of the Republican Party will remain in that temper, but it also remains a party of opposition when opposition is called for. There is much to be done with Vietnam, Cuba, the problem of law and order in this country, and a productive economy. Communism remains our number one obstacle to peace, and I know that all Americans will join with you in honest solutions to these problems.
Members of the Congress, the state of the vote for President of the United States, as delivered to the President of the Senate, is as follows. The whole number of electors appointed to vote for President of the United States is 537, of which a majority is 269. John F. Kennedy of the state of Massachusetts has received for President of the United States 303 votes. Richard N. Nixon of the state of California has received 219 votes. Mr. Speaker, since this is somewhat an unprecedented situation, I would like to ask permission to impose upon the time of the members of this Congress to make a statement which is somewhat unprecedented. This is the first time in 100 years that a candidate for the presidency announced the result of an election in which he was defeated and announced the victory of his opponent. I do not think that we could have a more striking and eloquent example of the stability of our constitutional system and of the proud tradition of the American people of developing and respecting and honoring institutions of self-government. to John F. Kennedy and Lyndon Johnson, who have been elected President and Vice President of the United States, to extend them those best wishes and to extend you those best wishes.
Later you go to Miss Sally.
As all of you
I
work
give you
in a
the
cause
change.
that is bigger than any man's ambition, greater than any party. It is the cause of freedom,
I
justice,
saw Lou let down left from
for all
morning till
mankind.
now. Yeah.
And it is in that spirit that I
You know
now
I am
request
Oh, you
filming.
want to sit down?
John
You know
F.
I
Kennedy
am
to be
filming.
elected
I
President
know,
of
but
the
you
United
laid down left from 6 o'clock until now and laid down. Sit down, Homo. I put the chair here.
Oh, I'm filming.
Come in. This is you.
is the same oath that was taken by George Washington and by every president under the Constitution. But I assume the presidency under extraordinary circumstances never before experienced by Americans. This is an hour of history that troubles our minds
I was just thinking on the way down. Yeah. I was thinking on the way downstairs. Yeah. I was just thinking on the way downstairs. I was thinking on the way down in the elevator, tomorrow will be the first time in my life I don't have anything to do. But I wanted to come down and thank all of you. You've done a great job, and I'm very proud of Trent. We're going to keep the Senate. We're going to keep the House. We're going to...
Our fellow citizens, our way of life, our very freedom came under attack in a series of deliberate and deadly terrorist acts. The victims were in airplanes, their officers, secretaries, businessmen, military and civil workers, officers, transportation. Thousands of lives were suddenly endangered. Despicable acts of terror. The pictures of airplanes flying into buildings, fires burning, destruction collapsing, have filled us with disbelief. Terrorist attacks reshaped the foundations of our biggest building.
My friends, we have come to the end of a long journey. The American people have spoken, and they have spoken clearly. A little while ago, I had the honor of calling Senator Barack Obama to congratulate him. Please. To congratulate him on being elected the next president of the country that we both love. In a contest as long and difficult as this campaign has been, his success alone commands my respect for his ability and perseverance. But that he managed to do so by inspiring the hopes of so many millions of Americans who had once wrongly believed that they had little at stake or little influence in the election of an American president is something I deeply admire and commend him for achieving. This is an historic election, and I recognize the special significance it has for African Americans and for the special pride that must be theirs tonight. I've always believed that America offers opportunities to all who have the industry and will to seize it. Senator Obama believes that too. But we both recognize that though we have come a long way from the old injustices that once stained our nation's reputation and denied some Americans the full blessings of American citizenship, the memory of them still had the power to wound. A century ago, President Theodore Roosevelt's invitation of Booker T. Washington to dine at the White House.
I have just called President Obama to congratulate him on his victory. His supporters and his campaign also deserve congratulations. I wish all of them well, but particularly the President, the First Lady, and their daughters. This is a time of great challenges for America, and I pray that the President will be successful in guiding our nation. I want to thank Paul Ryan for all that he has done for our campaign. And for our country. Besides my wife, Ann, Paul